Like, the gist of what she said was her journey kind of happened by accident, but she still held on to every opportunity to see how the progress can happen in her own career, also her investing journey, right? So, how did this career happen to you? And a follow-up question is, it could actually look intimidating to you, right? So, when did it stop becoming intimidating to you or sounding intimidating to you?
Hi everyone. Firstly, I would like to say that at least for me, it was slightly easier, especially because of women like Anu, who had kind of reached to that level that people started respecting, and they paved the way for women in investing. But for me also, it happened accidentally. I never chose or thought that I would enter into the field of finance. So when I did engineering, post engineering also, I thought that, okay, let's go explore MBA because that would give better career opportunities. In fact, I came from a family background where my father had an engineering business. The idea to do MBA was that I will grow his business further.
Makes sense.
But then in MBA, I started studying finance. It gave exposure to me from market perspective. And then got recruited with Aniket, a very new space. People didn't, if I go back in 2020, 2019, PEVC was not really big in India. It was just shaping up. People were starting to raise private equity, venture capital. So the space in itself felt intimidating. In fact, at that point, Aniket was a very small team. We
Get
were a
it.
6-member team,
Yeah.
and I was the 7th member for this particular team. So yeah, took a leap of faith also. So I think along with certain things happening by chance, it's also that leap of faith that you take in yourself and decide to take a certain step forward that kind of shapes your journey.
Makes sense.
Then when I entered, the other thing which I felt was, especially in investing domain, uh, the team tends to, while it's a male dominated space, the investing team tends to rely on women judgment a lot more because women by nature are more disciplined and more diligent. So
Right.
you would see that a particular woman would tend to analyze a certain situation a lot more. So they tend to ascertain that risk a lot more, and hence their opinion actually gets valid.
Okay.
And their
So-
opinion gets respected.
So there is a public perception that women take very less risks. Women are risk averse. Do you kind of subscribe to that, or do you think we take calculated risks?
No, completely. I do not subscribe to the opinion that women are risk averse. In fact, that's not something I've also seen, that industry also does not believe that. Hence, you're seeing much more women investors or women at GP levels coming up into this particular segment. But yeah, by nature, women are a little more cautious, and hence they tend to analyze certain situations more, analyze companies more, whether be it from growth perspective or from cash flow perspective, and then take those decisions.
Makes
So
sense.
that's how the space has been. And yeah, I guess when these decisions of mine started getting respected, and the validation came from the management above or from my peers, it started feeling a lot less intimidating. Yeah,
Interesting. You have it in like just 1 crore, just for the sake of simplicity, right? You have 1 crore. What would you do with that 1 crore? Where would you allocate it today if it was your money? We are talking about personal money, right? And if you were to allocate it, how would you allocate it?
if it was my personal money, maybe I would answer it more from the perspective of women in general.
Correct. Yeah.
Not a woman who is working in the private markets. Today, you are based out of country that is one of the fastest growing economies in the world.
Correct.
A largest portion of any deployable corpus that you have, almost 60 to 65%. I would suggest them to put in capital markets by way of either mutual funds, index funds.
What will
if
you
can
do?
Start.
Don't give advice. We don't want advice. We want to know how. What will you do? Right? We get advice from everywhere, right?
I guess that's true for me also.
Right.
So a largest chunk.
Will you do
because-
index fund? Will you do? What will you do?
So a combination. Again, I would say a good 30-35 lakhs in index funds.
Okay.
Because that's a certainty long-term horizon
Understood.
investments. where you can make that 12.5, 13%. Tax norms are also very favorable in India from long-term capital gains
So
perspective.
that is your stability engine.
Yes.
நீங்க உங்களை ஹோல்ட் பண்ற ஸ்டேபிளா வச்சுக்கிற engine வந்து you put it in index funds. What do you do over?
Okay. A small portion also in small and mid cap, because again a growing economy where a lot of SME and MSME push is being given by government. So the next significant corpus would go in those funds also. The one new thing which at least the last 1 year has taught all of us is that you should start diversifying into commodities as well, because that's always one of the stable segments, be it gold, silver,
Okay.
because these are stable commodities that would grow at a certain rate, and in certain years they can give you tremendous returns also, like last 1.5 years.
If you were to invest in gold, would you invest in ETF, physical gold, bonds? How would you do
At
that?
least women like us, a very simple form is to invest in ETFs.
ETF, okay.
Sovereign gold bonds. See, bonds are very cyclical. You don't
True,
know.
true.
Government has to come up with it. But otherwise, ETFs is like, since we have been doing SIPs, it's very easy to relate to ETFs.
Understood.
So to make some investments there. Yeah, I think between these.
இன்னும் நீங்க எனக்கு நம்பர் சொல்லவே. You haven't given me the number exactly yet. 35% in index.
35 index.
Okay.
Balance 35 also in
Another
mutual
30.
funds only, but small mid cap.
Small mid cap, okay.
About 15% in commodities.
In commodities, gold, silver,
to
ETFs.
Diversify,
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
And okay, this might be slightly risky, but something I have been doing personally is that if you are getting, at least in our field, we speak to a lot of investors,
Early founders.
early founders, and you get certain platforms that I understand retail investors might not have the access to. So about 10-15% today, at least I have those platforms available to put money in those private market instruments
sense.
also. But yeah, that's something not available to retail investors.
That's okay. I just wanted to understand from your
So that
thought
becomes the
perspective.
high growth, high risk
Alright.
segment, which might give a good return.
ஸோ ப்ராடாக பார்த்தா ஒரு ஸ்டெபிலிட்டி இன்ஜின் வச்சுக்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறாங்க. ஒரு 35% ஸ்டேபிளாக வச்சுக்கோங்க. ஒரு 35% கொஞ்சம் ஃபாஸ்ட்டாக க்ரோ ஆகிற ஒரு ஸ்மால் மிட் கேப். அதுக்கப்புறம் ஒரு 15-20% இஸ் மோர் ஆஃப் சூப்பர் ஹை ரிஸ்க். பரவாயில்ல, நான் அந்த எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச அந்த ரிஸ்க் எடுக்கிறேன். ஐ எம் மேக்கிங் அன் இன்ஃபார்ம் டெசிஷன். ஐ வில் ஸ்டில் டூ இட். சூப்பர். தேங்க்யூ அங்கிதா. இஃப் you were to think about the decisions you have made, maybe investment decisions or anything, it looked very risky to you at that point, but it has given you exponential results. இப்போ யோசிச்சு பார்த்தா this risk was worth taking. அந்த மாதிரி உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது இருந்திருக்கா? Have you come across something like that?
So one decision which I think is the career decision itself, because I'm someone from Jaipur who was studying in Trichy. When I got recruited for Aniket, this was a Chennai focused fund. Then the company had only one fund, and the team was also 6-member team, all men. My father and mother had different dreams for me. So just to step out of that comfort zone, I trusted the process. Also, the discussions with the team at that point itself had been very fruitful, where I just felt that, so I have this belief that if you join an organization, or this could be a decision that many of you also would have taken, that if you join an organization which is small but very fast growing, there's a potential that you can outgrow the organization itself, because the law of averages always works. So there would be some people, as this organization or any place
Right,
grows,
right.
who would be at average level. So if you give your best, then you would potentially, if organization is growing twofold, your growth can be fourfold in that organization. And last 5.5 years have been a testament for that, at least for me.
Super.
This place has given me exposure to different women also who are at the helm in
Super.
financial careers, different kind of founders, working with women founders also,
The exposure
working
it
with
has
people who
given.
have grown.
Yeah, amazing.
Title sponsors are Naturals, co-sponsor TN Rice, platinum sponsors Zebu ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund, supporting sponsors Dr. Aishwarya Nature Cure Center, Tiria Silks, Shridi Selfie, organic partner Akshaya Kalpa Organic, print media partners Aval Vigadan, Dinamalar Thoril, industry economist, smart display partners The Future Wall, gifting partners Raji's Kitchen, Dana Foods Madurai, Aladipattiya.